we go.
Here we go! Yeah, so we have returned with the 5D&D, guys, and last we left, there was a bunch of corpses around what appeared to be some running fuckers. Or, I mean, I'm an awful good character. Running peasants. Running peasants.
So there were people that looked like they were in really hard times. All their clothes were really dirty, and then like there were a few carts. The one cart that's still on the road is actually on fire, and it's kind of like petering out. It's been on fire for a while. The other one's turned over on the side, and then pretty much everybody was running away from the carts, and they've all just been cut down, and their bodies are laying on the ground, and they've all been gone through.
Okay, got it. Does the smell of the cart resemble the flaming shit that came out of the bag?
Give me a perception check.
It was a ding-dong ditch.
That would be 16.
No. It just looks like it was on fire. You notice there was a torch that got tossed in the back. You can still see it.
Okay. Torch in the back. Fiery things. Great. Good to know.
Is there anyone who is still alive or lying around or whatever?
No. Everybody here is dead and has been dead for a while.
Oh, dead for a while.
Well, dead for several hours.
Okay, and we can tell that it's been several hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The blood around them on the ground has started to dry. Yeah, and actually on their clothes and stuff has gone hard and is crusted.
Okay. So at that point, I'm going to try and find any indication of who these people were. Like maybe if they hail from a town, if they're like a merchant, maybe they have the same seal from the orders that the original quest giver gave us.
Mm-hmm.
Are the carts still on fire?
One of the carts is actually it's burning lightly, but it is no longer usable.
It's just kind of on fire.
No, I'm just wondering if there's any incentive to put out the flames. If there's things we're gonna learn.
It would not be usable at all.
Okay.
No. You're pretty sure these people look like the refugees that you have passed. People that were leaving the city of Esterlin.
Okay.
And
just for clarification, that's where we're going, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, how did we get? If they were behind us, how did they get in front of us?
No, they were in front of you. They're coming.
Yeah, they're fleeing the city
towards you from. You were going down the road towards Esterlin, and they were coming away from Esterlin with as much haste as they could.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm trying to get our map thing going. Bam!
I want to show the map. All right, we're gonna show the map, guys. It's gonna be great. Map. Oh, wrong button. My bad. My bad. That one. All right, map. Which also D&D exclamation point D&D map, one word. If you
Oh,
want
it's
to
still
see
got your drawing, Cameron.
Oh,
Can you
give me a
erase?
second. Yeah, I will.
I feel like we need to remove the kobolds. But anyway, so this is where we were.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah. So yeah, we guys were down here. We've moved a little bit further on. We're around here, and this is where we found the bodies. The last attack that you guys had was right around here. Is where you guys were. So you guys are making your own way down to Esterlin. So thus far, out of character, every single time I've asked you guys to roll for an encounter, you guys have had less than a 10% chance to find something.
And we've successfully found it every time.
Yes.
Ha! We are the bestest.
Alright, so wait, what kind of check we doing right now?
You guys are just traveling along and you guys found all the bodies. We're not doing a check right now.
Okay.
Get to the end of the day. You guys are actually close to about here by end of day.
Okay.
You guys think that you guys will be able to get to Esterland near the following evening is when you should arrive into town.
Do we see any markings or tracks?
You guys just, the road has been well traveled. Beyond the people that you found, beyond the dead bodies that you found as you were traveling on the way, you ran into more refugees running from the city. From them, you've heard that there are people in the city that are
after me, guys.
That are looting and pillaging. Yes.
You shut the window?
I don't. Okay, fine. The cop finally turned his siren off.
They were after me, I swear. Let me hide.
Sorry, that's my place.
Bad Cameron. It's because all them dead corpses.
That fake cop siren noise that we kept hearing.
Are they gone yet, guys?
Okay. From the people that you've passed, there have been raiders that have been pillaging the city of Esterlin. You also hear more descriptions of fire raining from the sky, as well as you do hear some descriptions of actually like organized groups getting together and actually surrounding the center, the center of the town, which is the cathedral.
Okay. So wait, we made it to the Esther?
No. It's just from the people that you've been walking past. You've heard that there's been a lot of things going on in the city.
I was hiding from the cops. I missed that. My bad.
Yes. Yeah. So, you guys gonna spend the night, do anything interesting during the night at all?
I mean, if we got the nighttime, I'm gonna take myself a nice extended rest period because I'd like to recover the damage that I took.
Okay.
So if anything, I'd probably take a last watch unless they can take care of it themselves. So that being said, I'm gonna ask them all. I took a pretty bad hit during that last fight. I'd like to have longer sleep. I can take the last watch if none of you would like to. Otherwise, it would be helpful to have the full night's rest.
Yeah, whatever.
Thank you.
All right. So, is anything going to happen to Grobel during this time? He is still hobbled.
I mean, we're going to make sure he's tied up so he can't run the fuck away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, I will feed him, as I promised that I would.
Okay. He thanks you profusely for the food, but asks when his legs can be free because his feet are really hurting.
What a sneaky little bastard.
Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and roll that, what is it, not empathy, but the other roll it is?
Insight?
Insight, yeah. Let's go ahead and roll some insight on that one. I only got a 9, so clearly I'm not thinking too hard.
You actually think his feet are really hurting.
Okay, so why don't we hobble his hands and tie him to something?
Okay. Yeah, you could probably put a stake into the ground and tie his hands to that. No.
Yeah, that's the idea.
I would like to sleep facing Grobelt.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I guess not sleep. Elves don't sleep; they meditate.
Right, but you're basically out at that point for your period of, what is it, 4 hours or some shit?
4 hours, yeah. Well, still facing him.
All right.
Steve, do we not want the world map up? This is boring.
I mean,
staring
you guys
at
are
it.
flapping shit all over the place. I don't really want to show the world map when you're flapping shit all over the place. See? That's why I'm not showing
That's
the world
way
map.
funnier.
They can see the map if they like. Anyway, so yeah, my character's gonna promptly basically pass the fuck out.
Okay.
And sleep for the night.
All right. Anybody gonna do anything else?
How much of a light sleeper is Dragonkin?
Tonight, probably very heavy. Most nights, probably not too heavy.
Can I write on their face?
Probably not.
Give me a stealth check.
Yes, I will.
And what are you writing with?
Yeah, that's a good question. If you say a Sharpie, I'm gonna punch you next time I see you.
Hey, why would it be a Sharpie? I'm sure there's some sort of dirt and water.
Yeah, burning wood from the wagon. You can write with charcoal.
Oh, charcoal. There's ash and whatnot. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Go ahead and give me
I'm
a
gonna
stealth
laugh
check.
if you botch.
Stealth check.
And
So it's D20 plus my dex. Sorry, a second here. I got a 19 plus 4, so yes.
all right.
I got.
So fire's going out. Was anybody actually taking watch at all?
Yeah, I mean, I can take watch.
All right. What's your passive perception?
Mine? 4.
Passive perception?
Yes.
It's just your normal perception, basically.
Yeah.
Just without the
Just like the
bonus.
perception bonus?
Yeah.
6.
All right. So you're just taking watch. You don't notice anything, and Eladriel, you go ahead and write whatever you want on Zenyasa.
So I just want to give her a nice mustache, and on the forehead, I would like to write the scoreboard of how many people we've killed.
Okay.
So now, hold on. As far as I know, you haven't killed anyone.
I've killed 2 people.
I don't remember one of them dying. I remember you hitting somebody in the gut.
No, the first guy died, and then I thought the second guy died as well.
No, the ultimate insult would be killing the kobold. And
So
then
the
I mean, whatever. So he writes a scoreboard on my forehead. Whatever.
okay, yeah. All right. Fig, give me a perception check. I know you're asleep.
19 if you give my bonus.
All right, you do not. You're sleeping. You're just
Right.
You're not feeling great. You kind of toss and turn a little bit, but you're sleeping.
Is there a bonus recovery for the bandaging, by the way?
Josh, give me your heal bonus. What's your skill on heal?
The medicine.
on heal or on like medicine?
It'd be medicine in this case.
On
but
medicine.
But remember, I actually patched myself.
Oh,
up
you
to the
patched
heal
yourself.
skill.
Do you have any bonus in that at all?
On healing, I mean, I have my basic +2 wisdom.
I can
so
probably do a
Gain an
better-
extra 2.
better job.
Okay.
Go ahead and
Well,
take
2's more than enough. I just want to double check.
Okay.
Yeah, just go ahead and take your 2.
Well, I mean, with a bonus 2, I basically full out, so that's what I want to know.
That's fine.
We're good.
All right. So nothing else happens during the night. Go through your watches. Nothing goes on. You wake up in the morning, and Eladriel, Frath, and Yazata give me a perception check. And Zenyasa, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Will do. 16 with bonus.
All right.
Ha! Ha! I got a fucking 4.
I'm sleeping and I did better than you did.
All right. So Eladriel just kind of chuckles to himself as he gets up and takes a look over at you, Zenyasa, but you don't really notice that at all.
Okay.
Frath and Yazata, what do you guys roll?
19 for me.
Okay.
Sorry, what am I rolling one more time?
Just a
read
perception.
something quick. Just perception. 15.
Roll perception and don't roll a 1. Okay. You notice that Zenyasa has a mustache and then has some numbers scrawled on the top of that. You're not too sure what the numbers on the head were. It looks like there might be a 1 or a 2. You're not too sure. But you definitely notice the mustache. Both Yazata and... actually, everybody but Zenyasa notices this.
I don't know much about Dragonborns, but is this some sort of like face cream?
What do you understand? I don't understand what you're saying. What?
You know, you have like stuff on,
Yeah,
on,
it
on
looks
your
like-
face.
It looks like it's just
uh,
black, like dirt maybe on the face, but it definitely is in the shape of a mustache around the side of the face.
Is this some kind of joke?
In the entire time we have known each other, have I ever made any attempt at any sort of joke?
I've only known you for 2 days.
I think he
no, I
likes
guess
to.
not.
I said anything.
I don't... Okay.
Zenyasa, I think he likes you.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll myself some insight. 6! Woo! I have no idea what the fuck he's saying.
You're just kind of clueless. You think
Exactly.
it's a little weird there, Zenyasa.
Whatever.
So unless anybody else is going to say anything... Looks like
Yeah, I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say someone drew on your face.
Fucking... She's gonna say something in Draconic. And then, of course, wipe her face.
Okay. Alright.
Building!
101! Yeah!
Our team is so fucking fractured, it's never gonna work.
But you don't know who did it. Nobody knows who did it, actually.
And for all I know, it was the fucking kobold.
Yes. As he is tied up. Alright. So,
Denny,
Somehow.
how could you?
we are traveling... unless anything is going to happen, shall we?
Well, of course I'm gonna eat, and I'm gonna feed the kobold.
Okay. Alright.
And then we're gonna move on, as far as I know.
Okay. So, you guys get your food together. You eat. You feed the kobold some food. Yeah. Do you keep his hands tied and you're just carrying him along by the rope tied to his hands?
Yep.
Okay.
He's like a goat at this point.
He's getting a little bit nervous. You notice he's getting a little scared. But really, Zenyasa is the only one that notices.
Right.
Kind of a little
So
twitchy.
he's feeling a little bit twitchy or whatever. I'm going to, at some point, turn him to myself and in Draconic say, you seem to be nervous. So what is wrong?
We get closer to the Great Lady. I don't want to see her again. She makes me scared.
What does she do to make you scared?
She kills people. She said she'd kill me.
I don't like it. What are you doing?
Well, if she's going to kill you, I will keep it from happening. I told you that I would protect you until I found it safe for me to let you out of my bonds.
But
You swore that oath, and I will keep to my side.
why do you need to go to her?
Because we are told to go there. Is there any information you can give us concerning her that might help us defeat her?
She's got a pointy stick and it hurts.
Phrasing.
So do I, and I think that I
Phrasing.
might be able to take her.
So there's a conversation going on, and
I have no idea what's happening.
Frathel, Adriel, you guys don't really know what's going on. You just see the kobold talking to the Dragonborn. And the kobold just is getting a little bit more frantic and a little bit more scared and kind of just like looking everywhere.
How close are we to the town, by the way?
You're still about 10 hours away. I mean, you can see it up on the hill, but it's still a ways off. It's going to be a ways till you get there.
Okay. After the conversation, I'm going to look to them and say that the kobold is afraid of what we're going to find in the town. He seems to be nervous about her and her pointy stick, if I get his meaning correctly.
Phrasing.
That was actually why I put it that way. She's not exactly the best at common.
Okay. All right. Okay. You guys gonna do anything else? The kobold is kind of just gonna be nervous the entire time you walk,
Right.
and is gonna start getting a little bit more frantic the further and further and further you go.
At some point, I'll have to carry him, it sounds like, which I'll do.
No, he looks like he's gonna piss himself. If he does that, you have to walk further ahead of us.
Wouldn't we want them behind us?
Well, it depends which way the wind's blowing, I guess.
Fair enough.
If he gets to a point where he's not cooperative with moving, I will carry him.
Okay.
Even if he pees himself?
Yeah, I was just saying.
Whatever.
All right. So as you guys are going along, somebody please roll a d8 for me.
2.
Okay, great.
Someone
you run
other
into
than
some
him.
more. You run into more people that are running away from Esterlin.
Wow.
As the day goes on, you run into more people.
Okay. None of them are trying to kill us?
No one's trying to kill you. It's starting to get to be a large stream of people that are leaving the town. As you go through, it's probably every 5 to 10 minutes you're running into either a group of people walking or a cart of just people leaving and wanting to get away.
Okay.
All right. You guys want to... Anything happening you guys want to do as you're traveling?
There's more people running at us?
Can I try and stop someone and ask them questions?
Yes, you can. Majority of what you're going to find out is it looks like some people think that there are dragons attacking the town.
Has anyone seen a dragon?
A lot of people were describing large creatures flying in the sky, breathing fire down, and actually landing on different buildings.
Were
If
any
anybody
of them-
mentions... Sorry, go ahead.
Were any of them a blacksmith beforehand and then turned into a dragon?
Shut up.
Okay, so when they
People
mention a
just look at
dragon,
funny when you ask that.
the most important question that my character would be asking if dragons are brought up is what coloring are the scales?
Everybody that has seen them has said they've all been very dark. No specific colors besides either black or brown.
How common are dragons in this world?
Dragons are generally fairly solitary. I mean, they have their own areas and their own influence. They guard their territory.
Are they by any
very
means
heavily.
endangered?
As far as I know, they're fairly rare, right?
They're fairly rare, but they're usually in mountains. We are, if you look at the map, there is a mountain range or a small group of mountains that is a notable distance away, and it's out in the wilderness.
Where is it at?
It's to the northeast of Esterlin.
So it's one in the middle of the plains?
Yeah, it's the one in the middle of the plains. Generally, there's been reports that there's dragons out there. There hasn't really been many people from the kingdom that have gone out there. They've just noted that there's mountains here, and
More what I'm getting at is that if these things are rare or endangered, I can't let these guys kill it.
It's more like these are rare and endangered, and they kill people, not that people kill them.
Well, I'm actually curious. Does Frath bring that up at all?
Yeah,
Is he worried?
it's all about balance with him and balances of nature. So,
He will bring it up to the
a
group?
situation where something like this would be.
Well, I mean, but does
He
he
would know that
vocalize this
something
now?
is really wrong if a dragon is in a city. Something's not normal at all.
Yeah.
There's no reason that a dragon would actually venture that far away from its normal domain.
Okay, then I'm going to bring that up because that is the kind of thing he
Okay.
would know about.
Right. So, what does he say then?
It's very uncommon for dragons to be in parts like these. They don't really like people and cities and noise and little things squeaking.
Considering the fact that I happen to be of the Dragonborn, yes, that is true. It worries me much that there is a dragon, especially one who is causing havoc and chaos. It may be one of the sworn enemies to my clan.
Yeah, I just think maybe we should get out of this city, though.
Well, we took a quest we took a contract to recover some stuff. Like, how can we forsake that?
If we don't finish the job, we don't get paid, mate.
Yeah, I'm not really worried about all the money. Just want to figure out why there's fire in the sky and dragons and cities and things.
And what better place to do that than in the city?
Just making it aware, we have to, not here to kill a dragon, just here to make it go away.
We're not here to kill the dragon, we're here to collect the money.
Fair enough.
Now, I forgot to mention something in our first session that Fig kind of brought up.
Oh,
so talking
shit.
to him outside of it. No, that as you guys were leaving, that Big Steve did give Zenyasa an envelope with information about what all needed to be gotten out of the city, the shipment that he was looking for. And in it, it said that you guys would be able to talk to Father Jubal. He's the father that's actually ruling the entire town. He's the church is in charge of, is the governing group for the town of Esterlin.
Okay.
And he was the one that actually asked Big Steve to transport these items. He has a full list of everything, and actually has the ability to get into the warehouse where all the items are stored. And it's actually Father Jubal's warehouse.
Okay.
So you'd be able to present the package that Zenyasa has to the father, and he would be able to get you guys the items that you need in order to get back to Big Steve.
Help Big Steve.
Hey, Frath,
Yeah.
you're not interested in the money.
It's not really all that important.
Can I have your share?
No?
How about a little wager? We'll roll some dice. I'll play you for it.
You're funny.
Just a little wager amongst friends. It's all right.
It's more he doesn't get what gambling is.
Are dice games usually considered wagers?
They are if there's a knife involved.
Why would there be a knife involved?
I don't think I've ever played this game, but, you know, it sounds kind of dumb.
My character looks absolutely fucking confused.
I'm just gonna wander off and stare at other things, slightly frustrated.
We were all very foreign to each other.
All right. So
That's racist.
as you guys are traveling along, you guys actually finally get up to the point where you're near the city limits of Esterlin. As you guys start approaching, you start hearing bells ringing constantly from the main cathedral, as if there's something happening, as if there's an emergency going on. You see a dragon really, really high up in the sky, circling around the town. It's the entire time you've been walking. As soon as somebody saw it, it's just been doing loops around loops above the city the entire time.
Okay, so 23 to actually determine the coloration of the dragon?
Brown. It's brown.
Right, but I mean, like, generally, you know, if it's a chromatic dragon, it's going to have some kind of indication of its normal chromatic.
Did you say it was a dramatic dragon?
No, chromatic, as in, like, you know, it's
He has,
not
like,
metallic.
those little eye twinklies.
You know, chromatic, like, as in a colored dragon, as opposed to a
Oh.
metallic dragon.
As in a monochromatic dragon.
Well, I mean, it could be that too, I suppose, but generally there are things like, you know, red or, you know, black or blue. You know, those
Chartreuse.
normal colors you hear about the whole dragons and stuff.
Chartreuse dragon.
It is brown. It is.
And I'm assuming that's strange, because I've never heard of a brown dragon.
It is. It's a brown chromatic dragon.
Oh, okay. I may just not be up on my dragon lore here. But, okay.
Brown is usually, being a dragonborn, you would know that brown is normally more of a chaotic dragon brood. It's generally associated with heat and fire.
Okay, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
But the point being that they're chaotic and can do random shit for random reasons.
They are, well, Cameron, if we're going by D&D lore, they are apparently neutral evil.
Yeah. They are
So
evil.
apparently we're changing some
They
shit.
are evil.
The brown
Well, yeah,
ones,
but the point is that they are evil dragons, and that's
They
the
are
most
evil,
important thing
yes.
that I wanted to get.
They moreover do what they want to do, but they are generally evil. They will kill things and not really care at all about it. And also, as you notice, the city is up on a hill. I mean, everything's built around the hill. There's the bay down on the western, lower edge of the town. You notice there's several fires throughout the entire town.
Okay. Does it look like it's still relatively inhabited, or has people for the most part left?
It's more of a trickle, a stream of people that are leaving the town.
But the point being that there's not a lot of people left in the town? Or
Yeah,
there's
there's not a whole lot of people left. Now, if we look at our awesome overly bouncing map,
Overly bouncing map?
bouncing map.
Hold on. Get that thing into place so I can zoom in on this shit.
Well,
so I can show
we
people.
currently have one
Dancing
sitting on the
map.
Alright,
wall.
no, I got it now. I got it. I just wanted to make sure that we were all good.
Yeah.
Here's our overly complicated map of this place that we're at.
So this is a general map of the center of the town that just.
Stop knocking it around, assholes!
No, knocked
stop
me
it!
over. It hit my head. I'm suing.
All right, so it's not moving anymore. So.
Anyways. So, I mean, where are we at? I'm curious.
You guys are actually still, if this is the map over here. You guys are off in the distance, off to the
East side?
you guys are to the southeast as you're coming up on the road. The road comes up. Is going. Oh, if I can grab the paint marker.
Oh, wait, so we're over here. Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on. Gotta get this thing going. We're over here. Coming in this way. Whoosh. This is the thing we see.
Yeah.
For town-wise.
So you see several fires throughout the town. You see smoke rising.
But again, there's not a lot of people, which is the important thing.
Yeah, there's the occasional group of people running away, but there's not nearly the stream of people coming out of the town that you have seen thus far.
Okay. Does anybody look like they're in immediate danger?
No, you don't see anybody.
Okay. That's important. So, I mean, I guess... did he give us any kind of instructions to where the church in the city is?
It's in the center of the town. You would know that as... You can see it up on the...
Oh god, it disappeared!
Oh no, it went away. Damn.
Things happened.
So
Doom,
this
doom,
would
doom.
be
Fix it.
the
Fixed it. It's
center
been
of
fixed.
town is going to be... This is where the cathedral is, up in the middle of the town.
Okay,
up on the
well,
hill.
I'm gonna start moving that direction. How is Mr. Kobold on my shoulder?
He kind of
Pissed
just is
himself.
really resigned to the fact that he's going along. He's not happy. He grumbles every once in a while, and perpetually is asking to be let go.
I want to go home.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Are you guys actually? You guys are just walking along the road together? Are you guys trying to do anything in particular?
So the layout of the town is it tall buildings, small buildings? Like, would I be able to keep an eye on them and also be hopping on rooftops just to keep an eye out on things?
There's several buildings. It's all very mixed as far as the heights go. There's mostly on the edge of the town. It's mostly like houses, but then as it gets closer to the center of town, a lot of the buildings are going to be stone. The roofs are kind of slanted. They're not really. They're actually all mostly thatched or tiled roofs. It's not something where they're not right next to each other all the time until you get into like the center of the town.
Okay. At whatever point I can, I'd like to take a higher vantage point just to be able to.
I
things
mean,
out.
if you're gonna stop and kind of try to like climb a building, it's
a solid
not
looking
going to be at
building
all.
that's not going to kill me.
Okay. So yeah, we can do that. Give me a second. I got to change some stuff around.
Oh, snap.
Do-
Doing things.
Oh, I did broken it.
No, I think he's breaking it. Either way, so I want to make sure that you're aware that I'm making sure we're not being followed or ambushed. I'm being actively like perceptive of everything around me.
It's no bacon tree. It's a
Yes.
ambush.
Alrighty.
It's a ambush. I see what you did there.
It's a ambush. Got it.
All right.
Cracks me up way too much.
So, you guys are. We're gonna say you guys are over
Surprisingly wooded
here.
town.
Skadoosh.
Can we get that grid back up? Possibility?
I put it back up. Are you guys not seeing it?
No, we're not seeing it, unfortunately.
What about now?
Now we can see it. Great.
All right.
Alright, here we go, guys. Here's a screen of the town. And it's a dead guy, and it's our teammate.
Alright, so, Eladriel, you try to climb up this building. Go ahead and give me a acrobatics check.
God damn acrobatics.
Acrobatics or
You should have taken it if you plan on jumping on all the fucking buildings.
Well, I took athletics because I was going to jumping on buildings.
Oh, no,
and
actually,
shit.
no, sorry. Give me an athletics check. Give me an athletics check as far as your climbing goes.
Alright, let's see here. 6. I got a 10.
Alright. So, you start trying to climb up this building. It's like 25 feet tall. And you take a little bit, you kind of scrabble your way up the side, you lose a handhold, but you keep going, you eventually get up to the top. And once you get up to the top, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Perception, alright, let's roll. This e-dice is pissing me off. I got a 23.
Okay, so now I get to actually put some things in.
Yeah!
As you are... Okay, jeez.
He's spawning stuff, guys.
Yes.
It's scurry. Do you want to throw up some fog of war?
No, because he's gonna see most of what actually happens here really quick. We've got that, and we've got that, and then we have got... Sorry, I'm trying to find these little kids, and I'm not seeing them at all here. So,
The police
He's trying to find little kids.
say about
I didn't
that.
realize you were the priest, man. I did not realize you were the priest.
I didn't know Catholicism existed in this D&D world.
Oh!
yes. All right, so you know what?
Oh no!
Oh no, they're a lie.
Yes.
You messing
Are we-
things up,
wait.
Steve.
I was going to say, are we allowed to show that?
Oh, we're showing stuff, but we're not going to show any like child abuse here. That's just not us.
No,
No,
no. These
I mean-
these are our friends that we must protect and keep with us as we go.
Okay, I was like, aren't those dice copy?
So Eladriel, as you get up on top of the roof, what you see ahead of you is you see a old man. He is actually he runs across the road, and he's actually shepherding 4 little kids with him. As they
Okay, so we can actually see this.
okay.
The kids are the boxes, I assume, right?
Yes, the kids are the little things that we have to carry with us the whole time, and
so
we can
those-
never. So he shepherds 4. You see four kids running out into the street, and an old man walking behind them. He's limping. He's actually looks like he's hurt really bad, but he's trying to keep them going. And then right behind him, you see a lady with a buckler and a spear that runs out into the middle of the street and yells something at them. You think she just yells at them to keep going, and then she turns around and looks like she's prepared to defend them as they go. And
Now, I'm assuming that only Eladriel's seeing this, correct?
he is the only one seeing this. However,
Okay, do you relay that information?
please give me an initiative roll, everybody.
Oh no, it's initiative, guys.
Do we have time for a whole fight?
I think this might be a good place to start winding down.
Well, yeah, does the fight sound like it's going to take about 10 minutes or more?
I think we could probably get this taken care of fairly quickly.
Alright, here we go.
Okay, so, 5.
Wait for initiative. Ugh,
Yeah.
7.
Yeah. Well, you're better than I am.
Barely.
So it's just the D20 plus the dex?
Your
Initiative.
dex mod,
Yeah.
yeah. Initiative's usually your dex mod unless you have something special. What else we got?
So
I have a 15, or excuse me, a 17.
I've got the same.
all right. Eladriel, you actually are going first, and you see as you actually...
Where am I putting the enemy dudes, by the way?
What's that?
Are we putting the enemy dudes at the end?
So as Eladriel notices this, you see 3 kobolds running out into the street at the lady that is stopped in the middle of the street.
Okay,
You
so
do not.
I just,
Right now, you guys do not see. You do not see this.
oh
So
no, okay, so I'll zoom out now.
have
So we
I
got-
already seen those other people, or can
Yeah,
I only
every-
see the...
Everything that you see right now is what you can see.
Okay. So they're running at the person, and the person was protecting the old people and the children. Yes.
Yes, the 4 children running away, and they are now behind a building. They're hidden away behind a building now.
Okay. All right. Christ, how far away am I? Well, first off, I'll shout down and well, shit. If I shout, they're gonna be able to hear me, aren't they? That might work to our advantage, though, so we can draw fire away. All right, so I shout down to Zinyasa, who's the closest one, and I just, hey, there's people over there, and it looks like some of your little buddy's friends are gonna take them. And then
You mentioned the children.
No, why would I do that? I said there's people over there.
Okay. All right.
And then I guess what's the closest I can move to try and take a pop shot at them?
You've got a bow. You can hit 80 feet with that bow.
Shit. I wrote that down on my other character sheet.
Give me a second. I can figure that out.
It's a long bow, so it's a
Oh, you can totally hit them from where you're at.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's gonna, especially because you have the height advantage right now.
Yeah, you can.
You're
totally
gonna be able to easily do that.
So
that shot will be normal at range increment, no penalties or anything.
I'll try to take a shot with to the one nearest them, just to try and slow
which one
the
is that?
advance. It would be
This one? Or this one?
no, the nearest one to the lady. So this guy right here.
So if you mouse over and you hit tab, it'll drop that arrow down.
Oh, whoops.
It'll do like that.
That guy.
If you just you tap tab or you hold tab and click.
Like that.
Okay, so that guy here.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're tagging that guy.
Yep. So let me do a roll here.
All right.
Oh, you fucking Christ!
What'd you get?
Well, I rolled a 6, and it's what plus my dex
Plus your
mod.
dex, plus your proficiency.
Plus your proficiency.
So I got a
12, I take it?
8 plus 6. So yeah, I got a 12.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage.
Yay! There's the D10, you little prick. 5.
All right. So you shoot him, and give me a second. He just falls to the ground, yeah, he looks like he just fell right down.
Okay.
Next,
I believe next is Mr. Joshman or Gerhalte.
yeah, Yazata.
Yazata!
Yeah, I'm gonna probably start running up there.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that my double move?
If
you do a full rune,
you could move
if you do a
another
full
6.
rune, yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. All right, I'll go there.
Sweet.
Alrighty. Then up after that, we've got the kobolds. Frump.
Oh, the kobolds are there. Okay.
Yeah. Oh god. I feel sad for her.
Oh.
I just gotta figure out what their damage is, but she's not happy. Yeah, where is that? They've got... Okay. Oh, jeez. So...
Did you just kill your own NPC?
No, not yet, but she's close. So this kobold, Yazdi, you directly see a kobold just run up beside the lady and just take a really savage swipe at her leg, and she actually falls down on a knee, and she screams out in pain.
So they're actually attacking the woman.
Yes, they are.
Oh, what fuckbags.
So then the next one comes up, and misses. The next one, another one comes out of the shadows, and misses. Another one comes out
It's like an army of kobolds.
and hits. Ooh. He slaps her upside the head, and she's just yells out another scream.
She's gonna die before we have even a chance.
This guy cannot quite get there, so you got another group of guys all just right behind, screaming the kobolds along to try to actually...
There's a small army of kobolds. We need a fireball spell, guys.
This one actually gets in there, and...
Wouldn't you light her on fire as well?
True, good point. We're not gonna do that.
Ooh.
I cast magic missile.
The last one that actually came up actually hit her, and she just fell down to the ground.
Oh, great.
Well, shit, boys.
So, I believe next we have Frath, or am I wrong?
Yes, Frath is up next.
What's the max I can move and still take an action?
Your speed.
6 squares.
So, 6 squares because it's 30.
There. Okay, that should put them within 90 feet of me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, they are within 90 feet.
Okay, I'm gonna use Entangle.
Yeah!
Alright.
Where's your point of action? Like, what, right
Okay,
here?
actually, we should probably not celebrate until he actually uses it.
Yeah. How does that one work again? It's not.
It's gonna be
they
what,
have to make a
30?
strength check against it.
Yeah, but where's the point of origin? Because that matters.
If I can hit the
20-foot.
guy in the center, I would prefer to because it's a 20-foot square coming out from him.
Yeah, you can hit him. He's right at the edge of your range.
Okay, cool. That's what I want to aim for, is the guy in the center.
Alright. So they all have to hit a strength check against your spell.
And what was that again?
8 plus your spell proficiency plus your proficiency bonus. Or your spell ability modifier. So this is a wisdom, is that right?
Yeah.
So 8 plus wisdom plus 2.
Oh, math! 16?
Okay. Alright. Do.
So who's being hit by this?
Oh, wow. Nice.
Oh, wow.
So, vines come out of the ground and actually encapsulate everything that's there.
What about this guy here? He doesn't look like he's affected.
He actually was able to. The roots came up around him, and he just ripped them off of him. And
Some
he's
sort of
just
ridiculous
looking
fucking
around.
kobold.
He's
Yeah.
a roided kobold.
He critted his.
Okay.
He crit his strength save.
He
Right
started
on.
to throw while he did it, and it gave him
Yeah.
the strength to just tear through the vines.
Yeah, right. All right. Then up next, we've got Zenyasa.
All right. I'm pretty sure that I can't go and murder things and move, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop Gobold, the hobbled kobold, unceremoniously, and fucking charge. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I believe I'm right here.
Yep.
Cha.
Jump.
I'm
All right.
also. I don't know if I can do like a yell-based intimidate action, but I'm assuming I can't because I did the full move. But if I can, let me know.
Give me an intimidate check. Go ahead.
Yeah, I like it. That would be a 15.
All right. All the kobolds actually they now have. No, don't. All right.
Oh, no, there we go.
What happened? There we go.
Things fucking reset is what happened.
They all turned and looked at you, and are now.
Good.
Now
As
they.
long as they're not affecting the lady on the ground, I'm happy.
Yeah.
Well, she's entangled in vines.
That's okay.
Yes.
Except
All
for
right.
that, you know.
Then after Zenyasa, Eladriel.
Alright, I'd like to look at the Grobold and be like, you stay there, you prick, and take a shot at the kobold that's not... Can I tell that which one's not entangled?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's one who's
generally.
not wrapped in vines.
Yeah,
Yes.
and I know what that means from the last fight, right? So I've learned.
At the very least, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm taking a hit against the unentangled one,
Mm-hmm.
and I will roll for that. 16 plus dex. So 24.
All right, go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, this is where it's gonna fuck me. I got an 8.
All right, you actually just skewer him right through the chest, and he falls down.
Woohoo! And I yell 4.
All right. Yeah. All right. So you guys hear 4 yelled out in the ground, out in the background. Coming up next is Yazata.
Yes.
Alright,
All right.
do that shit.
I'm gonna run up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Yeah!
and I'm gonna warhammer that dude's face in.
All right, go for it.
All right. So let me check here. What is my strength? Okay. I roll a 10, which is not that great.
What's your mods make that?
It's still a 10. That's
okay.
I rolled a 9. I just have +1 strength that I don't think I get. Actually, no, I do get proficiency, so it's a 12.
You actually get advantage here because they're grappled. So go ahead and roll another 20.
Yeah,
Another
so you take
D20.
2d20 and take the highest of the 2.
Oh, handy. That's lower, so I got a 12.
Okay. You do in fact hit though.
Oh, cool.
So go ahead and roll damage.
Let's see here. I'm wielding it as a 10 or as a two-hander, so I get a D10.
Ooh.
Gotta love versatile weapons.
And I just boop him lightly on the nose for 1.
You don't have any damage bonus. You just rolled a
No,
1.
I'm just hitting him. I don't have any attack spells right now, so.
Well, no. Do you,
Well, I
you
mean,
don't
but
have any
you're-
damage bonus on top?
You don't
of
have
your-
any strength mod?
I mean, I don't. Where do you see strength mod? It's just straight damage, right? I'm not
Well,
using
for a
an
weapon,
attack.
if you're using a normal weapon, right,
Mhm.
that is not a dex-based weapon,
You add your
actually,
strength
even with
mod.
dex-based weapons, if it's a melee weapon, you get your strength bond for damage.
Oh, okay. So I mean, I guess I get 2 then. My strength mod is only 1.
Well, there you go. 2 damage is better than 1.
It's true.
Right.
All right, we'll settle for that. So 2 damage.
You flipped him on the nose like he was a bad puppy.
Boop. It's intimidation. I didn't want to scare him too much.
Right. You want to make sure that he's alive so we can capture him, too.
Okay.
No, what a trash roll.
Alright, so next we've got, I believe, Mr. Frath, who's the wall.
No, it is
No,
actually
the kobolds. Kobolds,
Um,
sorry.
How
Now
dare
you
you get
start
my
doing some strength checks to try to get out of these entangling. That guy fails. That guy fails. That one fails really bad. That one fails even more. That one fails.
Apparently
them
none of them
have-
lift.
None of them do not lift out of this
Dude,
entanglement.
none of them are part of the Swole Patrol. I'm just saying.
All right. So they are entangled, and they are just trying to pull these vines off of them their entire turn. They
Guys.
They have a -2 to strength. I mean, they're small creatures that are just... They got caught in a
Getting
rat-
murdered!
Okay, so it's my turn now, yeah?
Yes, it is.
Okay, I'm gonna move forward 6, because I can't hit them from here.
Okay.
Oh no, what's double move is 12, right?
Yep.
Yeah, but then you would not be able to attack.
Yeah, but I can't attack from 6 either, so...
Okay. All right.
Oh, guys.
Bam. All right. Then is Zenyasa's turn.
Indeed it is. Okay, so I believe, make the
Do
second
me
point
proud!
move and fucking murder some people. Which one looks like the most threatening to her?
One of the 3 that are around her. Anyone that's close to her. She's not actually. You know, I forgot to do something for her. She's okay, right? She's unconscious on the ground, maybe bleeding out. You're not too sure.
Okay, well, either way, I'm gonna go ahead and make my attack roll on, I guess, the closest one, because it doesn't really matter.
Go ahead.
That would be a... Ooh, that's not as good as I wanted, but that would be a 16 to hit.
You hit.
That's good enough for me, and my damage then would be 12.
Okay, you flatten him.
I fucking glaived that bitch. I'm like,
Yeah,
you know, he's like,
probably not doing well.
no.
Okay. So.
Oh, you mean
next-
bifurcation isn't good for people? Damn it!
I mean, I thought it was. Just saying.
My
Coming
mistake.
up next, we have Eladriel.
Same thing, except this time I look at the kobolds and I'm still fucking watching you, and I'm gonna take a shot at the guy that he booped in the nose because I thought it was hilarious, and I want to show him up.
This guy. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
The guy. All right. So let me roll that. Here we go. I got a plus the 12 plus 4, 16. So 20.
You hit.
All right. Let's see the damage here. I got a 9.
All right. So after the boop on the nose of the guy that's struggling, an arrow just materializes out of its chest and it stops struggling.
Yeah, materializes. He like cast teleport for the arrow, and it teleported into his heart.
5.
Okay.
And then he, of course, ate the heart because he's some sort of demon, right? Oh wait, wrong game.
Next up, Yazata.
Every time you
Alright.
say Yazata, I think Yazata, it's a boy.
You mean Yata?
No. I think Yazata, it's a boy.
Well, he does have the beard, so.
Oops.
You picked up the wrong one.
He just starts slamming his dead body into his
Oh.
own face.
Okay.
Why are you rewinding time? You dickbag. Okay.
There we go. All right. So
Yeah, we can just move that to the side as you.
I'm gonna move here,
Mm-hmm.
On top of the dead
and
corpse.
I'm gonna punch the one closer to the lady in
Good
the
man.
face.
You punching or swinging?
No,
your
I'm gonna
mace?
smack her with the warhammer.
Good man. I was gonna say, don't punch him. You might get 0 damage.
Yeah. So I hit for 13.
You hit.
Sounds like a hit. Cool. Cross my fingers. Something better roll. 4.
All right. Is that with your strength mod?
Yeah.
All right.
My rolls are not so good.
So, all right. You actually hit it pretty hard. It kind of like stops struggling for a moment and is just kind of like dazed. Next up after that, it's all them dark kobolds. After it gets hit, it's like tries really hard to get out of these ropes or out of the vines, and it actually that hit kind of jostled it a little loose and was able to rip the vines off of it.
So wait, which one got out? This one? Okay.
And then it attacks you, Josh.
Oh no!
And it kind of just flails wildly to like 3 feet to your right and doesn't actually hit you.
3 feet. Wow.
Yeah.
Kobolds don't know about glasses, do they?
No. And
I think they're called
actually,
spectacles.
Fucking
Spectacles,
fucking
testicles,
sketch
wallet, and watch. Alright, so
this
what
guy
are the
actually
things?
got. He
Gets
was
out?
able to rip himself out, and he
Ooh. Flies at me?
yeah, he moves right over here, and he swings a shot at Zenyasa. And what is your AC?
16.
Yeah, he like hits you with a. They've got a cudgel, I believe. Give me a second.
Man, I am
Oh.
like a fucking hit sink.
He
That's what I
hit you
am.
with his kegel. He's doing kegels right at you.
No. He actually tries to stab you, with a dagger, and kind stabs into your cloak and just totally misses you. It just stabs your cloak.
I kind of do this little bit of a dodge thing as he like tries to stab at me. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah,
And in the same motion, since I believe that was all the kobolds, right?
that is all the kobolds.
I'm gonna take a full glaive swing at that motherfucker.
Let me see.
That is a 22.
You hit.
That
Once again,
sounds
rolled
like
1
a
for
hit.
damage, so I'm gonna re-roll that with my magic powers of being a fighter.
Okay.
Oh. That'd be 5 base with the 4 of my strength, so 9.
And you chop it in half.
Yeah, so yeah, again, I want to reiterate how this went. He came in, he's like, "I'll get you!" When he stabs at me, I fucking like glide to the side and just glaive his bitch ass on the upswing.
Yes. All right. After Zanyasa,
I'm curious, by the way, what happened with the children? Are they still there?
you guys can't really see them at all. This area is actually it's a really dark alleyway right now.
Okay. Okay. So we don't know.
Yeah, you don't know. Next up, Eladriel. Actually, no wait. Frath just moved up? Okay. Actually, no. Frath.
I moved up last turn.
Yeah, sorry.
Frath, you're up.
It's your turn.
Oh, my
Why do
mistake.
you
I took
hate
a turn
me?
before you. I apologize, dude. You should have had a
No.
turn before me. My bad.
You guys are terrible.
It's okay. You still get your action. Really, it's technically them than us, and it's easy that way.
Okay, I'm gonna move up 2, and I'm gonna try and poison spray this little bitch.
All right.
Oh, so that's the same thing. It's the same as last time, which was 16.
Okay.
But this time he's going Constitution instead of Strength.
Yeah. So you. How do you actually spray the acid? What happens?
All right, it's a poison gas that apparently has to come from my palm.
Okay.
Ha! You're like, check this out.
It's like a David Blaine trick, but deadly, and it's 1d12 poison.
So you come up to him like this, and you just like, and then
It
fucking
just-
gas comes out.
Ah.
I kind of just, flip him and then poison.
Oh, okay.
You know,
You
really,
give
I
him-
just
you give
thought
him the
like,
chin
thought it
slip.
in his general direction.
And what's your damage on that?
Let's see, it's gonna be 7 poison damage.
Okay, so Frath walks up, he flicks his hand out, and a green cloud of
That
smoke
was my
just
David Blaine impression. in
moves
case anyone was
forward
curious.
into the kobold, and as it actually passes over the kobold, it totally obscures it, and after it's gone, the kobold's just laying on the ground, and you see just like you see pustules coming out of it, and it's not moving anymore.
Yay!
All right, now it's Eladriel's turn, and
Okay.
that is, bam.
Dead
Alright.
motherfucker.
So, look at the kobold. Good doggy. And then I'm going to shoot at this guy right here, because I still think it's funny. And let's see what I get. Ah, fuck me sideways.
I would prefer not to.
Did
I
you roll
rolled a-
a 1?
I rolled a 5.
Oh, thank
Okay.
God.
Plus
hope
my
we get arrowed.
4. Shit. So it's 9.
11?
11. Yes.
All right. So Yazata, as you're prepping for another swing at the new kobold. That's not the one you just hit, but the one that's on the ground. An arrow kind of flies over your head and hits into the ground a little bit beyond the kobold, and you do not hit.
Hold on. Before the end of my turn. Whoops!
So that just like goes into his cloak, and he's like, "What the fuck is this shit?"
And, it passes over his head, and it's just it doesn't hit anything. But you notice you hear a whoosh as the arrow goes by you. Then it is your turn. Yazata.
I am going to move up. I guess if I move by him, I provoke, right?
If you move out,
If you move in and out of his threat range, yeah.
yeah. So
Oh,
you could,
So I could go like this. I
yeah,
go
you could
here.
stand there. Yeah. You might trip.
Ah,
We're not going to say that you tripped this time around.
All right. And then I'm gonna smack this farther one. I'm gonna smack him a good one.
Go for it. Go ahead.
On the nose with the newspaper.
And
Bad
I
kobold.
roll a with bonuses of 14.
You
It's
do.
going up one each time. All right. And I hit for 8.
Good job.
And you just crush his skull in, and he falls down.
he did.
He did.
I see you. He
He's so
did.
dead.
All right.
Dead.
Now this last kobold that is
Runs
still
away like a little
struggling,
girl, I'm assuming.
It actually gets up, rips itself out, and tries to run the heck away.
Attack of opportunity!
Josh, go ahead and give me an attack of opportunity.
Yeah!
Oh, is it just a
Just a normal attack.
Regular old attack.
You hit no matter what, yeah?
No, you still have to hit.
Nope, I get like a 8. So
You miss, and this guy just runs down the alleyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Is he out of? Is he out of range of the arrow? Oh yeah, he's out of range.
Yeah, so there's a building here that you guys can't really. It's an alleyway. He's running down that. Just running away.
Because we're a little bit over time than we normally would be, because again, every combat ever takes longer than you'd ever imagine. I'm curious. Does anybody care if he gets away?
I mean, it's gonna be harder to add him to my tally if he's running.
Because my immediate reaction is going to be with the lady that's on the ground, so I'm not going to give any fucks if that guy's running away. So if you guys really want to chase him down,
I
feel
think
free,
I can
but I don't.
probably shoot him.
Yeah, I tried to see if I can get him with Thorn Whip, and he's just out of range for me, so there's nothing I can even do.
I will...
You could
I'll do
move.
it.
What's your range on Thorn Rip, Frath?
30 feet.
You could chase after him and then hit him with it.
All right, let's do that then.
And then I can ready a crossbow and keep him in range long enough to probably hit him.
Yeah, my Thorn Whip will pull him closer.
Yeah. So it would be actually your turn up next, Frath. So.
Yep.
So I get to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You think that'll reach 30 feet?
The boy's getting away.
Okay, let me see what page Thorn Whip is. 283. Oh, the fucking page I'm on and the thing that I'm looking at with my face in it.
Yeah, because that's the last thing you used, right?
Yeah. Okay, it's a melee spell attack, which was...
Just D20 plus your strength.
proficiency-
Or plus
Strength?
plus your spell. No, it's plus your
Spell
spell
casting
proficiency.
and proficiency, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. 16.
You hit.
Yay!
You pull him back 10 feet,
And I do a d6 of piercing, which is going to do 4.
Okay. You actually, like, reach out with a thorn rip. What does it come out of your pipe?
Comes out of my
Is that
pipe.
right? Okay, it comes out of your pipe.
I love that idea. He's like
Goes
pumping
as
this
a
pipe and
running,
it turns into a fucking...
rips him back into the air. He, like, pulls back, and he kind of falls down. He's really trying to get back up. Alright.
Okay, well, again, my turn's next, and it's not going to matter because I'm checking on the chick. So
Alright.
we'll take care of that when we come back.
Okay.
Just know
if
that's what I'm doing.
Eladriel would not be able to see this nor get to it, then it would just be really Yazata, if you were...
Yeah, I move up and ready a crossbow, but I mean, next turn, if he doesn't die to Frath, I'll shoot him.
He's going to run to me.
He's gonna run.
That's
Yeah.
fine. He'll easily be within range. There's no way he
Yeah,
can
he
outrun.
can run the same distance, so, I mean...
He's gonna
I
run
wouldn't even use the board at this point. I'd take another action real fast between the two of them.
Yeah, I mean, so go ahead and roll your cross... Distance on crossbow is 80, right?
Yes. Although there's a 320 option, which might be two-handed.
Okay.
What
You'd
is
be
the
able to
3
hit him from where you're standing. So
Yeah, so I roll a 17,
you hit him.
including mods.
Yay!
And then I will.
Why is it?
So do I get a bonus to piercing? Do I get a dex bonus, or is it just?
It's a
just-
crossbow, so there's no damage
It's just the
bonus.
okay.
So you hit him, he dies.
All right, and I roll 4.
All right.
So
He was at 1 health. So
okay. Yep.
That concludes the combat, correct?
that concludes the combat.
Okay. So
now-
I think because again we're running late, I think we should come back to what happens after the combat
Yes.
next week when we come back. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for stopping in. We're running a little bit late, but this will be on the YouTubes. I'm posting that
The
into
YouTubes.
the chat now. If you guys want to check it out, I should get it up
YouTubes.
probably tomorrow or the next day. But we do this every Thursday at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, so feel free to chop in. Chop in, yes, chop in.
Yeah, just chop on in, man. You find doors. Pow!
Even though the stream is being hosted by Metagame Network, we're doing a 5D production here, so you guys should check that out. It's the websites are all over the place. 5dpodcast.com. We're on all the things as 5D Podcast, except for the Twitter, which has an underscore. But all that information's on the stream. You guys can stare at that all the time. Otherwise, feel free to follow the Metagame Network. We do all sorts of fun stuff. Like tomorrow, we'll be doing an awesome Final Fantasy V with rotating class challenges. After that, of course, Sunday we have our Divinity Original Sin. But with that, guys, I hope that to see you all next time. Anything you guys want to say before we close it up?
Well, thanks for joining us.
I am not
Thank you all.
humbled.
Peace, guys.
Peace, bras, and Santa Claus. Dancing. All right, see y'all later.